Hello everybody, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, and I just want to welcome you today to the Hollywood's World of Sports Year-End Awards. Today I'm going to be talking about my best and favorite moments in sports and pro wrestling from 2012. Be talking about the good, bad, the ugly, and even maybe the hideous. But with that being said, let's get underway. We'll start with the wrestling first, because I know my sports gurus out there that don't like wrestling don't probably want to hear about it. But I am going to talk about a little bit about pro wrestling on the national level. My favorite moment from TNA Impact Wrestling this year was when Austin Aries defeated Bobby Roode for the TNA World Heavyweight title. I thought this was a great move by the company, a great show of respect towards a gifted wrestler and a genius in the ring. I also think that it shows that size doesn't matter anymore. It's about what you can do in the ring and your abilities. So it was really close, because I thought Jeff Hardy redeeming himself, winning the title again, was great. But Austin Aries, the odds were stacked against him because Hogan didn't want him as champion to begin with. But I can honestly say that my favorite match in TNA this year was Austin Aries versus Jeff Hardy in the ladder match. Totally chaotic, totally out of control, just brutal. So that was some good stuff. In terms of WWE, my favorite moments, best moments this year, there wasn't a lot of them, because it's very, very hard to get into WWE these days. Boy, that's a hard one. I'd have to say it's a tie. My two favorite Raws this year were the Slammies and Raw 1000, because that's when all the returns and all the classic moments happen. Every other normal Raw that's happened this year really hasn't had anything monumental happen. It was the two Raws of the Slammies and Raw 1000 that had monumental things happen. So it was really good that they brought some guys back to return and had some fun with them. I hate to say it, a lot of people are going to kill me for this, but I really liked the Heath Slater angle back in the summer when he kept losing to all the legends. I thought that was a great, great angle for Heath, and I'm hoping Heath will eventually get a break, because I thought that was really cool of him to put all those legends over again. So that would be my favorite WWE stuff. Moving on to baseball. Baseball, probably my favorite part of the year. I love baseball season. Baseball season's always been fun. My favorite moment this year was watching Miguel Cabrera win the Triple Crown, the first Triple Crown winner in over 40 plus years. I thought what he did was amazing. I thought he was very graceful and humble about it. I'm glad the stupid baseball writers of America did not vote for Mike Trout as MVP, because Miguel Cabrera deserved that MVP, and he deserved all the accolades. He deserved all the accolades and deserved all the respect he was given from people. So, good for Miguel Cabrera. That's all I got to say. My favorite hockey moment. Oh, hockey. Wait a minute. I can't have a favorite hockey moment, because there's been no hockey. And quite frankly, I can't remember all the way back in June, or the first half of the year, what was going on. Because hockey is irrelevant in America. So I guess I really can't say I have a favorite hockey moment. My last great favorite hockey moment happened in 2010 in the gold medal match between USA and Canada. That was my last favorite hockey moment, but enough about that. I'm not talking about the sport that's not going on, and I'm going to talk about the sports that are going on. So, moving on. NASCAR. Probably my favorite moment in NASCAR this year was when Dale Earnhardt Jr. finally won the race again after 4 years at the same track he won his last one at in Michigan. Dale Jr. had a great year in the Sprint Cup series. He probably would have finished better if it weren't for the concussion that he had. Just a tremendous driver, tremendous guy. I think he'll finally. I hope he'll get a championship eventually. But that one win was a breakthrough for him, and he had a lot of top 5 and top 10 finishes this year. So I expect more things out of Dale Earnhardt Jr. In 2013. Basketball. Favorite moment is actually still kind of going on. The Clippers, the LA Clippers, have won 14 games in a row as of Christmas Day. I'm not sure if they played last night, but just the Clippers, wow, I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of speechless. It's funny, as I said somebody the other day, is the Clippers are the team that's redefining Showtime in Los Angeles. Lakers are struggling, but they'll get there. But I really think it's great to see the Clippers finally get some respect and finally get noticed, because for so long it's been all about the Lakers. And I like the Lakers. I like both LA teams. But good for the Clippers, and I hope they keep on the roll that they're going on. Football. That is a no-brainer for me. I'd have to say, as much as I'm not a Detroit Lions fan, even though I'm from Michigan, I'd have to say watching Calvin Johnson set the single-season record for receiving yards is pretty extraordinary. I think Calvin, he's a beast, man. They don't call him Megatron for nothing. And, you know, just an all-around, overall great player in Calvin Johnson. And I hope the Lions can start building around him and start giving him a chance to win, because if they don't, Calvin Johnson's probably going to boot and go somewhere else where he can win. So that's my favorite football moment. Favorite UFC moment? Boy, that's a tough one. Boy, there's a lot of good ones. I'd have to say, Anderson Silva's streak is continuing. He hasn't lost a fight in a long time. He's never lost in the UFC. Put it that way. I just love Anderson Silva's fighting style. I hate his attitude. I hate his arrogance. I hate everything about him except the way he fights. He's a very good fighter. I think he's the best fighter pound for pound between UFC and boxing. A lot of people are going to rip on me about that, but I don't care. Anderson Silva would tear anybody up in any type of fight. Simple as that. I don't like the way he goes about things, but, you know, that's just how I feel. Boy, I think that's about it for all the major sports for me. Favorite college moment would have to be, it's kind of towards the end of last year, but I thought it was really cool anyways, because I didn't talk about year-end stuff last year. Michigan State versus North Carolina on the Navy ship, the opening game of college basketball last year. I'm going to tie that into 2012 because it was the beginning of the 2012 college basketball season. But that was a great moment. I really enjoyed watching that game. I forget the name of the ship. It's kind of not coming to my mind. But Michigan State and North Carolina playing on that Navy ship in front of all the troops and, you know, Armed Forces of America. I thought that was really sweet. So, let's see. Athletes I've grown to hate this year. This is my last topic. John Jones. Can't stand him anymore because of how because of his selfishness. He forced Dana White into canceling the pay-per-view. The Rock for stealing the spotlight from all the other WWE superstars who are there all year round. See what other athletes. Jeff Gordon. I've never liked Jeff Gordon, but my hatred for him kind of grew because of what he did to Clint Boyer in the final, and then the second to last race of the year, wiping him out and taking out his championship hopes. Still hate LeBron James. I would never like LeBron James, so that hasn't really changed much. I think his decision was still one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life. See what else? Football players. Oh, yes. Mark Sanchez. Oh, this is a good one. I was so big on Mark Sanchez when he was in USC and first came to the NFL as a member of the New York Jets. And he absolutely sucks. I don't know how he's even got the contract he does. I don't know why they think he's such a great quarterback. But the Tebow curse has continued. Because remember when Tebow was in Denver? He ousted both quarterbacks there. Tebow comes to the Jets. Mark Sanchez loses his job. And Mark Sanchez, you know what? No respect for you anymore, pal. You are one of the most idiotic quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. So yes, those are my athletes I've grown to hate over 2012. So, best piece, then this is my last one, I'll wrap it up. Best sports gift or best piece of sports merchandise I've gotten in 2012. And it was actually a Christmas present. And it is a replica mini title belt that goes around your ring of the $1 Million title. And I liked it. I love this thing. $1 Million Man was one of my heroes growing up. He was my favorite villain, I should say. And I really, really love the money gimmick. Between him and Mr. Perfect, they were my favorite heels as a child. So, yeah, this is so cool. I gotta thank my girlfriend for this. This is actually a present from my girlfriend for Christmas. So, anyways, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can talk about. Hollywood's World of Sports, as I said in my last video, is taking off to new heights in 2013. There's going to be a lot more controversy, a lot more criticism, a lot more debating, a lot more heated discussion, a lot more chaos. Because remember, Hollywood's World of Sports is where controversy doesn't come without criticism. And always remember, Hollywood's World of Sports, your source for all things sports. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed the sports world in 2012, the wrestling world in 2012. Please feel free to post your favorite moments from 2012. I would really, really like to hear them. And, you know, I know some of you have probably way more different favorite moments than me. I really want to hear them. I really want to get a good discussion going about 2012. Oh, I was going to say one more thing. Sorry about this. I have another athlete I really did not like in 2012, and that's Mike Trout. And it's not Mike Trout's fault. It's the sports media's fault for trying to make him into the MVP race with Miguel Cabrera, Josh Hamilton, and a couple other guys. So, sorry about that, but that was my sidetrack note. Anyways, again, this is Hollywood Joe Williamson wishing you a happy 2013. Please check out the relaunching of the website at hollywoodsworldofsports.com. I've rambled on long enough. Remember, controversy doesn't come without criticism. This is the source for all things sports. And just to quote an old wrestler, everybody's got a price. Even the athletes of America. Anyways, take care. God bless. Have a good holiday. See ya in 2013.